Here's another thing before we leave the slide. Anybody ever have a misunderstanding on email? Gee, I wonder what that's about. Now, conscious communicators, consider this. There ain't no 55%. There is no 38%. Technically speaking, there's only 7%. The words, however, it gets a little more complex in that what we also have is a hallucinated 38%. Our hallucinations as to how we think the other person sounds when they say it. Our hallucinations are based on our blood sugar level, our stress level, and everything we've got going on at that moment. Now, as a conscious communicator, you have to do as best you can to pick your time and place and know that certain medium of communication are better for certain things than others. And whenever you lose channels in communication, though you do lose a lot, you totally gain something that you would not have otherwise. In a written communication, what you receive in return is time is all of a sudden on your side. It is not a real interactive medium, like being on the phone with people or face-to-face. But see, with email, there's a seduction of it's quick and easy, so we throw away the time advantage. We get something, we hallucinate freely, not completely edited, not thought out, and before we know it, we set off a cascade of misunderstanding. So really, the first thing that has to happen is you have to always stop and realize you're hallucinating freely. Repeat after me, I am hallucinating freely. 1, 2, 3. I am hallucinating freely. Yes, you have no idea how people sound. That's totally your projection. And what I find really ironic is at the tone, people take things personally. So we project the tone onto an email, and then we take our projection personally. The next thing you have to do is take time back on your side. Now consider this. In the old days, when the earth was still cooling, and you had to use a typewriter, time was built into the system, all right? I don't think that paper's straight. Okay, there we go. Now that's no good, all right? Get another one in there, straighten it out, all right? Correct, correct, correct. Too many corrections, rewrite, rewrite. There was so much time automatically built into the process that one of two things would happen. Either we wouldn't bother, so we'd go interactive with people, or we'd have so much time that we'd get to other points in our blood sugar curve, we'd have time editing, and we'd think things through. So what I want to suggest to you is that there's a time and place. Now, here's some mental signals that you know it's time to bail on email. Number one, if you suspect emotional content on the other person or on your part, then you'll save time in the long run if you just get interactive with them. Bail on email if you have to gather information, you have to ask more than one question. You'll really save time. In a question answer, much more effective in an interactive mode. And then bail on email if you write something and then you're concerned about people taking it the wrong way. That's mental signal that it's definitely not time for that. You know it is time to go in writing if you need to do a complete communication and you're concerned that you might get distracted by this person's response, so you really want to craft the communication, you want to edit it, you want to be very precise, then it's time for written. If you need to document something or you need to give the same communication to a number of people at the same time, then it's definitely time for writing. Okay, let's go on with our traits of excellence.